Right then, welcome back to Transfer Review. Stephen Howson for, I nearly said full-time Devils, but you know what, it kind of is, isn't it? So, Stretford, Paddock, full-time Devils, whoever them lot are, outside Old Trafford, which has been a flurry of activity. Can actually say that and not people be like, he's being sarcastic. No, actually been a flurry of activity. Now, may I remind you, last week when we was up there at Currahee, 3 miles up, 3 miles down, do not help that man, etc., I said, Benjamin Šeško, 5 out of 10. And y'all was like, 5 out of 10? Really? Really? Like, at the time, it was all aboard Newcastle had put a bid in. United hadn't even put a bid in. There was just rumours that United were thinking about a bid if he'd give us the eyes, right? But what I did say was this, and do you know what? It genuinely feels now like we could get a here we go on this before the next transfer review next week, which we're back at Old Trafford. Šeško to United, I'm saying 5 out of 10. And obviously, that made me look like fucking Nostradamus, doesn't it? Because how correct was that? 5 out of 10, probably get a here we go by next week. Fucking done, lads. 10 out of 10. Benjamin Šeško, Manchester United striker, extraordinaire. Well, actually, we're not done there, because, listen, while we were on tour, there was a couple of names that were getting bandied about by the likes of Rio and that. One of them was Carlos Baleba. What happened with Carlos Baleba? Well, I'll tell you what happened with Carlos Baleba is Rio went, have some of that, he'd be a real good signing for United. And everyone went, yeah, it probably would be actually. And then United were interested in him. And then everyone started reporting on it. And like honestly, this, like, you're sitting there going, all right. Rewind. We finished 15th. What happened then? We went, we need a whole new forward line. And them lot in there, they went, all right, noted. There's your new forward line. And we went, shit. Midfielder would be Irie. And they went, yeah, it would be Irie, wouldn't it? I'll tell you what, how about the best defensive midfielder in Europe? How would that tickle your fancy? And we went, no fucking way, surely not, right? Now, as it stands, my personal belief is that the Carlos Baleba stuff to United at the moment, what's going on? Well, United, via intermediaries, and let's be honest, that's how all of this summer has been conducted outside of Cunha, who had a release clause. We went, there's your release clause. And the day the window opened, Cunha was a United player. We had an announcement video and everything. The Mbumo one took a little bit of a minute because Brentford were being dicks over the price. But we went to Mbumo and we was like, hey, how's about it? And he went, yeah, sound. And then we did it with Šeško and we went, hey, how's about it? And as soon as he gave us the nod, United went in. Not only that, right? We have to talk about this. Because here's what happened. The whole timeline of the Šeško thing was Arsenal was dicking around. I don't know what happened there with that, why they chose not to bid or did bid and got told no, don't fancy living in London, fucking shithole. I don't know if that happened. Newcastle went in and went, hey, there's a big, fat, sexy bid. And then someone went, I think United would have him, if they could. And Newcastle went, shit, really? Newcastle outbid themselves. There was literally only them that had bid, and then they'd panicked and put another bid in, right? That's what happened with Newcastle. And for all of the sad little Geordies online, man, right, that are going, oh, PSR, man, oh, fucking cartel clubs, oh, it's a fucking closed shop, man, top 6 are fucking stopping anyone spending money. If we was allowed to spend our money, we'd be fucking massive, man, right? For all of that, you put a bid in. You put a bid in for Etikite, you put a bid in for Šeško. No one wants to play for your shithole of a club. Even the players that actually play for your shithole of a club don't want to play for your shithole of a club, lads. Don't blame PSR. Blame the fact that you're a shithole, one-town club no one cares about. Anyway, so what's going on with Baleba, Steve? Well, my honest belief is that we're going to try. But I don't think we'll make it happen this window. So with the Baleba situation, we're doing what we did in these previous negotiations so far this summer, where we've gone and stuck a little arm around him on the sly. Is it illegal? Not if you don't get caught, it's not. I'm going, hey. And when the player gives us the eyes back, slides over his digits on a bit of paper, and we go, we'll be in touch. We get in touch with the club, we get the deal done, and we fucking move on with our lives. Now, is that going to happen with Baleba? Look, Brighton, one of the best run clubs in the country, do not need to sell. He's not on a lot of cash. If he kicks off and says, hey, listen, get me out of there, we might be able to move on it, right? I don't know where we're finding the money from, right? I don't know if we've just sold the fucking megastore to ourselves. I don't know if we're selling the fracking rights underneath Carrington to fucking notjimradcliffe.com, right? I don't know what's going on, why we've decided that we can just spend right loads of cash. But I'll tell you this, that crazy old fucking truck driving bastard has absolutely honeydicked the rest of the league by sitting there and telling everybody we are pepped out motherfuckers with not a 2 farthings to rub together. Everyone bought it, including me. And then the window comes and we're fucking walking around like bastard Floyd Mayweather in Las Vegas. Bodyguards and a fur coat, just fucking throwing 20s out at strippers, allegedly. Anyway, Carlos Baleba, rating, what are we saying? Fucking Christ, right? I'm sitting here thinking there's not a chance that we're going to get a brand new attack and the best defensive midfielder in Europe. There's no fucking way that we can pull that off. Is there? Is there? Is there? I think we're going to try. So I'm going to give it 5 out of 10. And then a wild Donnarumma appears. And you're going, no fucking way. Probably the best available goalkeeper in Europe at the moment. PSG have signed a replacement goalkeeper. Have they? Shit. What does that mean? That means Donnarumma's going to be on the move, innit? That means, why is there links with United? Right, you thought we was getting excited when we might be signing the best defensive midfielder in Europe, and I think we're going to try. Whether or not we can get it done, we might parcel it up for next year, but I think we're going to try. The only position in that there football club which needs fixing then is the old fella between the sticks. Are you telling me that we might be able to, in the space of like 3 weeks, the last time I was standing here, we just about got Mbeumo over the line, okay? But in the days building up to that, there was a meltdown going on at like, oh my God, we came 15th, we signed one fucking player. You fast forward 3 weeks and we are on the cusp of fixing up the squad to the point where I might start sounding like McCullough and saying stupid shit like 21 is coming. What have they done to us? Talk about giddy. Because you start adding it up, don't you? You go, fucking hell. You get defensive midfielder and you're like, okay, well, the goal scoring is not a problem anymore. It's not going to be Sesko and Mbeumo and, do you know what I mean? Oh, shit, okay. And then you go, all right, and midfield's still a little bit of a weakness. We got nailed on a transition by fucking Everton of all people. And you're like, oh, we're going to get Carlos Baleba. And you go, oh, God. All right, okay. And then I put that team up on my story. I'm doing that with my hand, right? I put the team up on my story on that old their Instagram. And all of the replies was, yeah, but Onana. And fucking Jason Wilcox, meanwhile, has been doing a fucking voodoo doll of Donnarumma. If we bring in a window, I mean, Joe, even if it's San Lamen as a goalkeeper, if we bring in Donnarumma, Baleba, and a brand new attack, honestly, people talking about the window that the Scousers have just had. We are dicks out FC. We got 1 game a week. We ain't got no Europe to fuck about with. You got all week just to focus on beating fucking Fulham come Saturday. We can do that. I believe. Can we do it 38 times, Steve? Well, do you know what? I might be ready to say some fucking stupid shit because that's a team that can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the league, right? And all you got to do is do that 38 times. Are you saying we're going to win 38 games? I'm saying we're going to win 38 out of 38, right? Who's going to stop us? Hey, fucking no one. However, surely not. Someone suggested Donnarumma on loan with a future fucking agreement, and I went, oh, mate, that's the one. That's the fucking one, isn't it? That is the one. Now, is that likely? Don't feel likely, does it? We're at early stages yet. Fucking hell. The ink is nay but dry on Benjamin Sesko's fucking contract. They've not even announced him yet. They might do that today at the match, hopefully. Let's get him through the door proper, right? Find out what number he's going to be and all that caper. Then let's get Carlos Baleba sorted out or not. We still could even go for Javi Guerra. But I swear to God, if we bring in, like, you can hear the giddiness in my voice, can't you? I'm excited. I debated even putting pants on today, I'll be honest with you. But it's summer holidays. Can't have your cock out at Old Trafford in summer holidays. You've been in jail for 3 o'clock, right? Don't work like that. If we get all of them in, Jesus, titty fucking Christ, am I going to say? Listen, I'm going to deliver a generational amount of clips for opposition fans because we won't win the league. But I'm going to fucking absolutely believe we are until we lose to Arsenal all week. Anyway, what we're saying here, Donnarumma, fucking rating. Right now, 2 out of 10. Okay, so we got a bit of a random one, and let's throw a new name in the mix just because it is transfer review, and that is what we're here for. Fermin Lopez, right? Fermin Lopez, Barcelona midfielder, has been linked, but he has been linked by the MEN. So what do we think about that? Well, we think scrolled in shit on the toilet cubicle door is about as reliable as the MEN, so off it fucks. 0 out of 10. 70 million euros. Listen, no one's paying 70 million euros, 61 million pound. When you look at Benjamin Sesko, 66 million. By the way, don't let Sky Sports report this in fucking yen or whatever they're thinking about reporting this deal in. We paid in pounds, right? And pounds is what we'll be reporting in because we're making Britain fucking great again and that club great again. We pay in fucking pounds, probably. I don't know, it might have been euros. But it was 66 million pound is what we paid it in. Don't let them put all of the fucking add-ons on. The add-ons have to be earned for starters, right? 66 million for Sesko. Fucking 62.5 or whatever it was for Cunha. Similar sort of cash for fucking Mbumo. Don't let them say that United have spent 300 million this summer because we haven't. Not yet. Not until we get fucking Baleba over the line. And that might be spendy. However, I think if you went to Brighton with like 80, like they're going to start talking at 100 because, I mean, fucking Southampton did it with Diblin, but isn't he going for like 40, right? People just throw out 100 million and see if anyone bites, right? How much is it? 100 million? What? Fuck off, right? I reckon if you threw 80 at them, you get a deal out of them. I do. So when someone's saying 70 million euros, 62, 63 million pound for Fermin Lopez, no. Just no. Just save up your pennies, tell them to go fuck themselves, and go for the real deal. That's what you need to do. So I'm no interested in a player, no interested in dealing with Barcelona. Absolutely not. Why would we give them money for a player when they got Rashford for free? Use your head. 0 out of 10. And I might be rating the paper there rather than the fucking transfer, but yeah, 0 out of 10 on both. Next up, Morten Hjulmand. Now, I actually do like him as a player, and he's obviously someone that fits into the system that Ruben Amorim is trying to play. The rumoured fee is 50 to 60. If it's closer to 50 million pound, that is, that's not bad, especially if Baleba is going to cost more like 80, and that might be me just being excitable. It might be 85, it might be 90. When someone's half the price, you have to consider it. So I wouldn't mind Hjulmand. I think he'd be a great signing for us. I think he is more of a natural fit in midfield. I don't think he offers you quite as much. In fact, he doesn't because he's a different player. But this feels gettable, doesn't it? I think if they were going to go for Baleba, I think they do Baleba. I think they're going for the Premier League proven as a matter of course. I don't see there being much in this one so far. The sources that are reporting it aren't the greatest. I'm going to say 1 out of 10. Right then, that was the ins. This is the outs, and we've actually potentially got some movement on the outs. Should we start with that fucking widge, right? I think we should start with that widge. Which widge? There's a whole fucking catalogue of widge going on. Garnacho. So Garnacho has agreed terms with Chelsea, and you're like, how you agree terms when you not agreed a fee with a club? Has she just walked past with a dog in a pram? I hope you got that, because there is a dog in a pram. Garnacho has agreed terms with Chelsea. Now that's usually step one in terms of a transfer, isn't it? Now we all know Garnacho has been told to pack his shit and fucking leave. So this isn't a surprise. The fact that he's agreed terms with Chelsea is a massive step forward, because weirdly, it's only seemed like he wanted to go to Chelsea. And as if you thought his decision-making on the pitch was bad, his decision-making about which pitch is even fucking worse, because Chelsea have got more wingers than they've got fans. So I don't know why you look at the project going on at Chelsea. Like, Delapa's gone to Chelsea and gone, I want to be the lead striker. And you're like, mate, they've got 5 strikers. What are you doing? Have we had any Amazon vans, or have we just had beeps?
One that's done a cycle and then 2 for the video.
The fact that he's agreed terms is a positive for us. Now, what I can envisage happening is United getting bumped on the price for him. because everybody knows he wants to leave and everybody knows United are trying to skin him out, right? So this is the sticky situation. The fact that he's agreed terms is a positive, and the fact that he's agreed terms with like nearly a month left in the window, that's also a positive as well. It means that we can take our time and hardball them just a little bit. This isn't 9:45 on deadline day where you're accepting a fucking half-eaten kebab and a Twix. Like, you're going to be able to actually have a conversation with him in now. And I know they're looking at Madueke as a bit of a benchmark and saying, like, if he went for that and you fucking told him, he needs to be going for a similar sort of price. So how about pony up, you fucking dicks? Now, I think that's about right. I think they set their stall out at 70 million. I guarantee they didn't expect 70 million. I think they'd have happily accepted 45 to 50 sort of million. But 30 million? Like, City are getting that for backup fucking goalkeepers. Like, I don't think so. If you want him, you can pay some proper money for him. We know his decision-making is that of a paper bag in the wind, but the data on him and the stats on him and the goals and assists that he's able to deliver at the age that he's delivered it and the experience that he's got at such a young age, it requires a decent fee. So fucking pay up or fuck off. How's that sound? Now, we give it a 7 out of 10 last week. I'm bumping it up to an 8 because it does look like it's moving closer, but I do think there's going to be a real sticky situation when it comes to how much do we actually get for him, because Chelsea are going to want to lowball us and we're going to want to get some real money in. So you know that's going to be a shit show sorting that out. But United need to change the perception of being a soft touch in a transfer market. It starts today with Garnacho. All right, Widge number 2. Not part of the bomb squad, but for me was a massive problem last year, and I've not really enjoyed his attitude when he's not got things going his own way, and that's Rasmus Hojlund. Now, there's actually a couple of clubs that are interested for him. Serie A has sort of been the epicentre of the interest, and that remains the epicentre of the interest. AC Milan look like they're taking it a step further. They're exploring a full salary with a significant fee for a loan deal. United did want somewhere in the region of about 40 million for him. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like he's going to have to go on loan somewhere for a little bit first. AC Milan sounds like quite a realistic possibility. I'm going to give that a 6 out of 10 just on its own. But RB Leipzig are also in the hunt as well for a striker. They was thinking about a loan as some sort of like part of the Sesko deal. I don't reckon that's gone away. I think that's something that could still happen as well. I feel like AC Milan just a little bit ahead of them at the moment, so I'm going to say 4 out of 10 for him to RB Leipzig. I don't think anyone's going to come in and pony up real cash for him, so I do expect him to go on loan. It just remains to be seen where. Obviously, he's got Xerxes there as competition. He's got Sesko just come in as competition. Cunha and Mbeumo can play. The fact that we chose to play Bruno up front instead of playing him in the final game on pre-season tells you everything that you need to know. And even though I thought his movement had improved a little bit on pre-season, it still wasn't good enough. So I don't think there's much chance of him getting to that top level at United. I think there's been too much happening. He's shown promise in his first season, regressed on an absolute biblical scale in his second season to the point where it was fucking annoying watching him play. Not every transfer works out. And when you look at the SEG transfers, they were all a bit of a shit show, weren't they? Anthony, Hojlund, Ten Hag. Yeah. Let's just draw a line under it and fucking see if AC Milan can take him on. Sound good? Good. Jadon Sancho. Right. Anthony, I think, is actively trying to look for a move. Anthony is decorating his house in Seville, waiting for Betis to pony up some cash. Betis, the cheeky bastards, they've gone like, hey, can we have him on loan again and maybe not pay all of his salary? Lads, it's an £80 million winger, allegedly, that you had and he did well for you last season. Just fucking pay the money for him. If you liked him, pay the money. This is how this game works, right? They don't seem capable of doing it. I think there's a desire for them to do that, but they don't seem capable of doing that, and nobody else is coming in. I don't know why I can smell turkey for Anthony. It just fucking reeks of going to Turkey, doesn't it? Is it his haircut? I don't know, maybe. Who the fuck knows? It just smells of a fucking Galatasaray signing, doesn't it? But no one's properly come in for Anthony, right? So back on fucking Jadon Sancho, who shit the bed on loan, who just reeks of being an absolute fucking ball bag at every opportunity. Supposedly Borussia Dortmund are interested in him. Why? Supposedly Juventus are interested in him. Do you remember when they used to be a proper fucking club with proper players? Now they're fucking looking at knobs like Jadon Sancho. Juventus, sort your shit out. I'm embarrassed for you. What are you doing? No one's materialised with anything. Chelsea even paid money to not take him again. That's how much of a fucking ball bag he was. I honestly think Manchester United need to just look at cancelling this guy's contract. Get a good lawyer, call Saul, figure out if there's any line in that contract where you can go, he fucking missed this team meeting, sack him. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Get him in and be like, listen, you don't want to be here. We fucking clearly don't want you here. How's about there's £47.50, leave. And he'd be like, no, my contract's worth whatever, okay. And then just put another 20 on the table. £67.50. £87.50. See who gets bored first. Get it all the way up to like, I don't know, 500 quid. And see if he takes it. I don't know if he can count. Either way, can we not just fuck him off? Can we not? Do you know what I mean? Jadon Sancho to fucking who knows where. Cheshire League probably. Fucking useless prick. I really think we're not going to get rid of him. Or it's going to be like an absolute mad loan to like fucking MLS or something on the last day. I don't even know if they can do it, to be honest with you. I don't know how the money thing works with them. Can you not draft him as a special basket case? Or something? Is that a thing? Right, here's a weird one. Harold Maguire. Now, it's in the sun, so straight away you're on the it's probably a lot of old cake sort of footing. And then when you go, Harry's just been made part of this 6-man leadership squad. I find it very hard to believe that. I know like the on paper third choice, but realistically first choice goalkeeper in Tom Heaton is in there. But Harry Maguire being in the leadership squad and the likes of like Casemiro and Luke Shaw not, apart from that being a bit weird, Harry Maguire being in the leadership squad and then United selling him doesn't feel like right. Now, it's West Ham that they've linked him to, which I don't know why. That seems like a very fucking good fit, doesn't it, for Harry Maguire? And they're talking about some decent cash for him as well. But I don't see it. Like, I feel like he's settled at United. I think like he realises he's not first choice, but I think he knows he'll play. But how much he'll play, I don't know. I just don't see this one. But at the same time, I do see it because West Ham just seems like a really good fit for him. I am completely and utterly torn on this one. It's the Sun, which obviously takes points away from it. It's West Ham, which adds points to it. I feel like 3 out of 10. Oh, a fucking bumper edition of Transfer Review, lads. Better get home, get a tea on, and a bizzle.